En febrero de 2011, Apichatpong Weerasethakul presentó una instalación en el Museo Universitario de Arte Contemporáneo llamada Primitive. Ahora regresa invitado por la Galería Kurimanzutto para participar en una charla sobre la relación entre cine y literatura y presentar una instalación. Thank you very much for the interview, Apichatpong. Welcome back to Mexico. And now, I remember that Uncle Bumby, one of your films, has a very particular narrative. From your perspective, what is the relationship there is between literature and cinema?
Yeah, Uncle Bunmi, it actually started from a little book that I found in the temple, and then I start to try to adapt it into a cinema, but then I found that it's really difficult because literature or writing is totally have its own character that for me I start to question other movies that adapt from literature, and I found that it's impossible because I think literature actually is more free when you read it, especially a work like that has fantasy element or magic realism. Each audience, each reader has his or her own imagination, and that's a wonderful thing. It's already perfect. When you make a movie, you solidify or you make one illusion only. So that's for me, that's why Uncle Bunmi is only references and not totally adaptation.
So what you're basically describing is this insightful power of literature contrasted with cinema. But there is another element. Technology has enabled us to create universes nowadays in cinema that times before, we were not able to. So has it really enabled cinema to create more, or is it just an accessory?
Well, because I think cinema, like you say, I think we flow with technology, and I think that's also bringing exciting imagination and how you can simulate reality, and especially the coming of virtual reality, the equipment, it will ask question of what is reality and how the cinema can create a new illusion. It sometimes influence how we think, how we remember. Like when you remember things, you have a cinematic quality of you have close up, you have slow motion when you think, let's say, about love or your lovers. So this kind of has this echo or relationship between the media that we create.
What does it consist of? It has to do with dreams, repression?
It started from that because now I'm developing a movie called Cemetery of Kings that it involved this group of soldiers who are always sleeping, and the movie question whether what you see is a dream or whether that's reality. And so I start to develop from that idea, and fireworks is at the moment is pretty far from that idea, but it's actually started from the concept of looking at history, political history in the region of what is real and what is fabricated. And for me, fireworks is the start of the ongoing project that want to look at Thailand in the political point of view.
Nowadays, we are very proud of our technological powers as to store a lot of information. But information does not equal memory. How is memory being affected by these potentialities?
Well, I think that's why I feel that it's an urgency of documenting that is never enough. You want to remember everything, and then you stumble a limitation of your brain. And I think filmmaking for me is the way to cataloging or to documenting what I want to remember, so what I want to express, but not necessarily reality, but sometimes imagination.